Well, hello, and today's episode for our status chat on 11/20/25, episode 283, hut, no December cut, question mark. Are we going to get one? Let's see. Before we do that, let's hit that QR code if you want to get these weekly status chats. Usually they're a little bit longer. They'll run 15-20 minutes depending on how much we have to say during the day. But we're going to try to keep this one really super short if we can. Yeah. Bet on that. All right. So here we have our thing of today, which is, are we going to get the December cuts? Why? Is it good? Is it bad? Why are we not going to get it? If we are we going to get one? All right. Let's see what that's all about. All right, are we hyperactive enough? We try for you. All right, this is from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. You see my little pointer there? If it comes out in the recording, November 20th, that is today. What does it say right there? Payroll employment edges up 19,000 in September. Now, these are delayed numbers because of the Democrat tantrum that they were throwing. Unemployment rate changes little at 4.4. That's pretty good. That's all we're going to look at because we're going to hit this quick. So what's next? Let's try this one. All right, here we're at Fed Watch tool. This is the CME Fed Watch tool. Okay, we've got 19 days until this happens. Let's go see what our odds are. What is our current rate of 375 to 400? See where my pointer is. All right, we're going to get down here. It's got now a 61% chance that we will not have a cut. Now, can we have a cut? We might have a cut if somebody gets in here and buggers this up over on this side and does something real bad or spreads the fear that so many are trying to do right now. Oh, the world's coming to an end. Now, we did see Amazon and several other places laying off people, but that's AI related. We were expecting it and we got it. So that's not something to be scared of. So what else we got going on? Well, let's look at some more good news. Let's look over here on this panel. I might have to slide it over. This is from the GDP Now, Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. That's Bostic's place. If you don't know who Bostic was, he was a guy, Fed governor who was caught actually what we call insider trading. But since they investigated themselves, he got away scot-free. Nobody did anything with him. Okay, here is our evolution of our Atlanta Fed GDP real estimate. Now, this is what they're estimating. We're coming up. Let me get it back just a little bit more. We can see that we were below 1 back there in June, July, August, all the way through. And we see that we're beginning to revise our numbers to the good. It is gooder than bacon right there. I'm telling you right now. We're up here. We've got a GDP right now looking like it's going to be estimated to be above 2.75%, somewhere around that neighborhood. That is preliminary. So we've got that going on. What else we got for you? Well, let's hit this one right here. Now, this is the stock market, Google Finance. Oh man, look at all those reds going in here and that fluff in between the reds, more reds, Amazon. Oh, look at that. We are got so much red. Surely that means that we are having disaster foist upon us like some Faustian dream that we have made our deal with the cheap, free, easy money. And that's what we see. Because what we were seeing are the reds on the news that the employment was doing pretty good. So, we're not likely going to get a cut, which means our Faustian friends, our fiendish Faustian friends are not going to get their free money. And that turned kind of the stock market down a little bit red. Just an opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. It's certainly mine. All right, now let's look at one more place that we want to look at. Right here we have Benchmark Realty. This happens to be my little happy page. If we get all the way to the front, we will see it. There I am. All right, we're going to slide on down. Look at what we have. There's some, if I haven't introduced you, then you can get my card, my other sites, and you can get to them. So easy to see, so easy to find. I try not to hide too much from you. Now we want to do the pull down since we have the telephone version, the mobile version. Let's look at Rutherford and see what Rutherford looks like. See how they look. Rutherford entire. Let's bring up these 9 charts. Well, as of October of 20, we're still going up. Looks like we might be cooling a little bit, no doubt. Look at that. Look at our days on market. Well, they went up. They were certainly higher back here. And when was that? Let's get off that. When was that? It was around February of 23, so we're lower than we were in February 23. Look at our price per square foot. I'm personally kind of liking it. It's kind of leveling out, give us a little bit more of a mental mindset. Look at our total showings, looking very cyclical, like we would expect them to be. Again, we're having a cyclical nature here in active inventory. Very good. We are below list, looks like. Since when is this? December of 22. We're back down at, say, what saw green get it off the number. We see median sales at 99.34. Is that not holding it pretty well? Median sales of list is at a 100%. Right there, that's the red one. We have the green one, median sales of original. That is 99.34. You know, I'm looking at this and they're looking pretty good. But let's say we don't want to do Rutherford County. Let's go look at, Bedford County. All right, let's see if Bedford County comes up. We want to do Bedford entire. Let it load up for us. All right, it's not looking too bad. We're kind of leveled out on some of these, get a little bit more dynamics here, looks like, on our days on market. Still not looking too bad. Active inventory still looking cyclic, maybe not as pronounced as we have in our area because it is a little bit of a smaller county compared to, say, Rutherford. At least that's my opinion. All right, and what we're going to get to next, we want to look at our numbers, but before we do, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button and mash that notification bell where you watch this so that you can go on to YouTube, and that way you won't have to go look me up. It will automatically tell you by email or whatever YouTube is doing to let you have it. So we've done that. Let's hit the numbers. Last week, are we ready? 11/12 of 25, we had 29,636 in the availables. That was up over the preceding week. We had 4154 under contract. That went up over the preceding week. And for the multiple weeks in a row, the ratio between those two numbers remained unchanged at 14. What about this week? There we go, 11/20/25. Apparently my clicker did not have enough caffeine in it. So here we are. Today, 11/20/25, we're down in both of these numbers right here, the 29,631, but look at that, it's only 5. It's only 5 off of last week in the availables. 4112 in the under contracts. And yet that was not enough to change that ratio from 14%. That's the ratio of those two numbers. That's no higher math. You don't have to have your advanced mathematical gazintas to sort that one off. So what do we have left is our little bit of end of show wisdom.